Okay, first I'm say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashim, Shai, Bashim, Gakadash. I'm get double on to apostle, and teacher, get myself following the truth, not to show me so. I'm gonna send this on what you see in the page here, Thanksgiving, which is the actual proper name for the holiday that a lot of Jake is getting ready to celebrate. Because I was just going through these articles, and I want to mention how over the years a lot of information that was once out has been hidden as far as like older things such as like Thanksgiving. I was just going through a few articles, and they forgot to mention what Thanksgiving was originally all about, and it was it was whittled down to one day, but it was originally a celebration of Esau's murdering the natives. Finally conquering some land, um, making it through another battle of murdering the people that were already here, and getting more land. That's the origins of it. But when you go into these new articles, they'll talk about things like this. Going back up here, as the story goes, friendly Native Americans taught the struggling colonists how to survive in what the Europeans called the New World. Then everyone got together to celebrate the feast of 1621. That's what they'll tell you. And all of these holidays that you celebrate in America have dark, pagan, heathenistic customs behind it. All of it. That's why the scripture talk about how the whole world lieth in wickedness, and what the scriptures also call the so-called white man the devil. Why? Because the word devil means deceiver, and he's tricked the entire world. And I was walking through my job earlier, and I was thinking about how Esau, so-called white man, did a number on the people. All the like everybody that's not in the truth you see walking around has been tainted by the philosophy of Esau, and he's an evil genius. It came from Yahweh Shemal Shah, of course, but he destroyed everybody. So much to the point to where me personally, I don't really talk to people outside of the truth that much, because when they talk about sports bullshit, you can't really sit down and have a enlightening conversation with it, about serious topics and shit. It has this, it has its place, but the majority of people's conversation is bullshit. It's Jeremiah 10:2, and people will they'll turn their ear from truth. Thus said Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cut the tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. And this is going into a Christmas tree. But we go into Halloween. I think it's Samhain. Essentially, worship of the dead. Christmas, Saturnalia, worship of Nimrod, and that's what that Christmas tree is, a phallic symbol. Was the worship? That's what it goes back into, worship of Nimrod. And you have a lot of these holidays where orgies would happen. I think it's Valentine's Day, which is Veneralia. One of the things that Edomites did, I think, is Rome. I know a lot of it goes back to Babylon, but they would hit women with, I think it's sheep or goat skins, in an effort to make them more fertile for childbirth. That's what these niggas. That's the retarded shit. That's why That's why the Lord tells us not to celebrate this shit, because not only does it have retarded origins, but it goes back into I forgot the name of the god that it was that they would do this in the name of, but it goes back to idol worship, whether you know it or not. And the Lord gave us our holy days that had meanings. There were meanings for our holy days. Things that actually, for example, the Passover. That's the biggest holy day that we have. I say one of the biggest because you have the Day of Atonement, which is extremely important as well. But I'd say the Passover, if I'm not mistaken, because what it represents the sacrifice of Yahushua being that lamb, and also when we were saved out of Egypt, when Yahushua being that death angel came across and put the kibosh on the firstborn of all of Egypt. I think it was their animals and their children. Like that's a big thing. That's significant meaning. Day of Atonement as well. Very big thing. It has meaning. Our holy days, they have actual meanings, and it's not empty. It's not vain. It's not pointless. Slapping a woman with a fucking goat skin is pointless. The niggas even fucking give, heart-shaped box of chocolate. It's fucking pointless. Putting up, wasting money on Christmas decorations, putting it up and pulling it down. It's a waste of energy. You got, for those of you who buy the artificial or even the real Christmas tree or artificial Christmas tree, you got to clean all that shit off your carpet. You might step on some fucking glass ornaments. It's pointless. And oh yeah, and it says vain. The word vain means empty. Pointless. And even going to the Sabbath day, the seventh day, not the seventh day of the week, because I'll make a video about that. But the Sabbath, the scripture says the month is called after the I think it says the month is called after a name. What the word month goes back into moon. The Sabbath is determined on the moon cycle, the new moon, not the full moon, new moon. But we're going to, and once again, just going to the seventh day. When you think about it logically, it's not this, it's not the 7 days such as Friday to Saturday or Sunday. Why? Is because when you go in the Bible, the word Sunday didn't exist. The word Saturday didn't exist. So how did they tell? They went on the moon. That's why they said the 7th day, the 23rd day, the 5th day. They didn't have Saturday. It has once again it has 7 days because that's the new moon cycle, But we go into the Sabbath. Lord Yahweh Shema Shai and the angels rested on the 7,000. Well, it goes in the 7,000 years, but he rested on the seventh day after that that first 6,000 years of creation. He rested on the 7th day. Like once again, it all has meaning. He rested on the 7th day, so we rest on the 7th day. He didn't have the Roman and Gregorian, I think Gregorian calendar, or like some shit. Been very long time since I looked into that, the actual names of where the actual calendars came from. But they didn't have Monday, and when you go on Monday, it goes into I think Monday Mars, Saturday Saturn, goes into false idol worship because those gods are Mars, Saturn. They're synonymous. They're different names for Greek and Roman gods. And once again, idol worship. That's what all the weekdays have a name that corresponds to a heathen god. But those days, Lord didn't have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday back when he was creating everything. That's why he said, and I think it says, in the day, in the night, in the morning, were the third day. He didn't say night, morning was fucking Wednesday. But like once again, just going back into how Esau twisted the minds of the people to think that this is truth, to think that this is right, to think that working 10 hours a fucking day and then getting a $500 check is it's good, or maybe $700. It's good. It doesn't matter if you have your own business or if you're an influencer or not. You still got to pay taxes. You still got to pay for things that the earth provides for free. You're still subject to being lobotomized by Esau's fucking philosophy. Mind you, the niggas who came up with this shit don't live how you rabble are living. You know, they know the meanings of shit. But yeah, I want to go a little bit just into just into that how Thanksgiving was originally the celebration of the murder of the Native American Indians and the inhabitants there and the Israelites that were already over here. You know, it's funny how they say um remember plane crash day. I'm not sure if I can say the actual event. Remember plane crash day, but they don't say remember the billions. And mind you, the estimated number of Native Americans that were murdered is upwards of like I think like 99 million or 46 million plus. This nigga was just going nuts. They don't say remember that yet. Two big buildings fell. Couple dozen people got taken out. Boo hoo, big whoop. But literally millions upon millions. I think it's 100 million plus. I've seen shit ton of different numbers, all in the double digit millions plus. But not only were they murdered, but they were tortured. You know, one thing that will happen was they would have the middle of their hand cut open and the message put in. They would send a message. If they didn't hit a certain quota on their goal, they would get a finger chopped or a hand chopped off. Same, similar thing with the so-called Negroes. Get a limb chopped off, they get quartered, tortured. Look up something called a pair of anguish. That's a fucked up device that was used on our people. You know the oven babies and the plane the jet plane ride day was nothing compared to the damage that was done to our people. Not only the physical, but also mental. Because this is a nation completely destroyed. And you see that in the form of them celebrating the murder of their brothers and sisters. Disgracing their memory for those of them who believe in, giving, you know, credence and reverence to the ancestors, all that bullshit. Your actions disgrace their memory. Once again, do we support all that ancestors bullshit? No, but they're doing, once again, they're celebrating the same murder and destruction of those ancestors that they give reverence to. But once again, completely fucking stupid. But hope is that fine. Say all praise, glory, now to how about Shema Shah, Bashim Kakadashi, the bonus apostle and teacher great minister from our truth. Shalom for hopefully Israel instruction battle on Great America.